Okay, but everyone's going to stay here, including you guys, because we're just going to move on to the next section. So we're going to go ahead and go on to this. So some of you who were here yesterday, you may remember the Vespers small group time. And I'm going to share mine in this. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Now let me bring up Zoom again real quick. Share screen, there we go. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out, but here we go. So like I said, some of you may remember from yesterday, the Vespers section, but today's going to be a little bit different, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So the service project. And then we might go into these other things if we have time after the service project. So if you can, go ahead and grab a couple t-shirts or a pair of jeans and scissors. We will be making dog and cat toy. Remember, this has to be an old pair that you're probably not going to wear again because you're most likely not going to be able to wear it again. So keep that in mind when grabbing that. Okay, guys? And this is going to be, like I said, we're making cat and dog toys. I've got examples here. This is one that I made the other day. It's actually really cool and my dogs love it. But we'll tell you exactly where you can bring them when we're done making them. So if you can, go ahead and grab something while I set up my screen real quick. On the screen now, you should see the screen that I'm sharing. And can you guys all see me, my screen right here? Yes. So I think we ended a bit early, but that's fine. So can everyone see this right here? Lucy says, okay. Olivia, okay. So it looks good. You can see me and the screen. That's perfect. So this is the one that I made the other day. Like I said, it's really simple. So what you're going to do is start by grabbing that shirt you had. You're going to take it. And mine has been, I did the back already, but that's for another part. That was the one that I did separately. But this, what you're going to do is basically cut a total of 15 strips out of a shirt. It doesn't have to be exactly like an inch wide or anything like that, but it helps if it's about the same size. So you can go ahead and start cutting like this. I like to just cut off the sewed part, the stitched together part, because it's just a little simpler for me. I don't like having that on the piece because it bunches it up a bit when you braid it. So you can just cut through the entire thing, and you're going to make 15 cuts, 15 strips, and separate them into piles of 5. So 3 piles of 5 strips of fabric. Okay, got it? And then once you have that done, put it in the chat that you have it done, and we can start moving on once a few people have gotten that, okay? And some of you, once you get back, or if some people aren't back yet, we will make sure to catch them up when they get back with their shirts or jeans or whatever. And like I said, I'm just using a t-shirt because it's easy and I have old ones that I can use. But if you have a pair of jeans, that works too. Just cut it off 15 strips about the same length and size. And this activity, these instructions will be on the website as well. So if you want to do it and you don't have the resources right now, you can always come back and look at this and redo it again. Yeah. If you wanted to make a cat toy, you'll just need 1 long strip and 6 short strips to complete it. And that's just pretty much tying them into one long strip instead of the dog toy. But I'm going to pretty much show the dog toy first, and I might go into the cat toy afterwards. All right. And like I said, at the end of this, we're going to discuss different things we can bring it to. So like a humane society, that's a good one to bring it to. Those are ones that we recommend bringing the dog toys and cat toys to, because those places are going to be the ones needing them the most. All right. Has anyone cut out all their strips yet? Or at least some of them? All right. Who has cut out 5 of their strips? Just a third of all the ones they need done. Maybe. So don't be shy if you are curious on what we're doing or how we do stuff. Just let me know in the chat or just unmute your mic and say something. We will be able to get you and let you say what you need to say. So you've cut out 2 strips, and like I said, they don't have to be perfect. Like if you look at this one, like that's not straight. It's just kind of choppy in a lot of places. So it does not have to be perfect whatsoever. Don't worry about that. I've got a bunch that are weird sizes in different places, but that doesn't matter. Once you start braiding them together, it'll work just fine. All right, so I have a chat message here. Yeah, that's Alice. She said she had 2 so far. Yeah. And I highly encourage, like I said, if you don't have the resources right now to do that, then you can do it later after this is over, because these resources will, or the instructions will be online, probably where you found the link as well. All right, Phoebe, you've got yours done. Your 15 strips cut out. Perfect. Wait until a few more people to get theirs done to start the next part. Awesome. That's fine. Just keep working on it. If you end up getting more later and having to finish it after this is over, that's perfectly fine. It's no big deal. because like I said, it's really simple and easy to do once you do the first step, or the first grading step at least. Yeah, the cutting out the strips is normally the thing that takes the longest. So don't worry if you think you're cutting them out slowly or anything like that. Trust me, that's definitely what took me the longest amount of time to do when I did it the first time. And today I pre-cut some stuff out so that I could make sure that I can help you guys if you need to. Okay, so who has at least 5 strips cut out right now? Give me a thumbs up or something in the chat, or if you're on video, you could just, yeah, Alice, I see you. Nash has some. Landon, Anna. I know Phoebe, you said you were done. Nice. Okay, so we have several people who have at least 5. So I'm going to say stop cutting stuff out for this just for a moment so I can move on to the next step. So you kind of have an idea of what you're doing. So what you're going to do is take those 5 and then like put them together and then tie them in a knot. Kind of like this. So just tie it in a normal everyday knot at the end and then pull it tight. That's pretty simple. If you need help with that, let us know. Okay. All right, once you've got it knotted up, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, we've got a few of you. Perfect. Maybe nice. Landon, perfect. Anna, awesome. Getting several of you. Nash, thank you. Okay, so we've got a bunch of people knotted up. So I'm putting it up here so that you can see it a lot easier and see what we're doing. And that's the reason I have these different colors. But you're basically going to group them into the groups that are the best sized, best at least about equally sized. It doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. I'm just using a few of each color just to make it easier for you to see. So what you're going to do is basically braid it. If you've never braided anything before, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but it's still simple. So what you do is basically take one of the ones that are on the outside. I'm going to start with pink and put it into in between these two. Yes, it is, but I would like you to stay because we still have a few more things to talk about before this is kind of over. If you have to go, that's fine, but it's preferred if you stay. Okay. So fold it from the outside to the inside, and then do that from the opposite side. Okay. So I did the right side in here. So you guys, it might be left. Sorry. Then the opposite side in between those two. Does that make sense? Did I confuse anyone? It looks like I haven't confused anyone just yet. Okay, so basically just kind of repeat that. If you know how to braid, then just braid it all the way down. Take the one from the right side, move it inside, left side, move it inside, etc. Just kind of keep it relatively tight. You want to make sure that the ends of it are kind of at the same spot. So if you need to pull on some stuff at the top, that's fine too. And again, it's not a big deal if you can't get it perfectly because a lot of it is just for dogs and cats. So yeah. All right, and once you've braided it down all the way, you're just going to kind of tie it off like you did at the top, only at the bottom or at the other end in some cases. It's kind of like that. All right. So now you've got one more or one braided piece, kind of like this. Most likely yours is all the same color, but like I said, I use this just to give you an idea of how it works. So you braid that together and you do that twice. So if you still need to cut some more stuff out, or no, you do that total of 3 times, two more times. If you still need to cut some more things out, go ahead and finish cutting those out. You're going to make 2 more of these and then braid those 2 together. Okay. So, for example, I'm going to make 1 more because I have pre-made 1. I'm going to braid 1 more of these together and then I'm going to show you how to braid the big one together so that when this recording goes up, you guys can take a look at it and kind of see how it goes as well. If at any point I'm confusing you, just please let me know. Or if you need to slow down, say something. So I see a chat message. Philip, thanks for coming. I think he's already gone, but we will see him tomorrow. So awesome. Okay, we only have a few minutes left, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up this one by connecting it to by braiding up the last one for you guys. You're going to take 2 short pieces that you've cut out. I did actually neglected to mention that. I apologize. 2 short pieces, and you're going to tie the 3 that you just made together. The 3 smaller braids that you just made together. Just do that real quick at the top or at one side. And then be able to work in some more braiding. So yeah, I apologize if you guys are confused at any point, but I just don't have much time left to discuss it. So I'm gonna try to do this a little bit better this time. And then you just take these 3, just like you did the other times, and you braid them together. So go outside in, alternating different sides, right, left, etc. So you kind of just braid it together. Trouble with that clip. And then once you're done braiding it together, tie it with that other small piece you've cut out, like so. Just tie both ends together. And that's pretty much it. And should look something kind of like this. It's braided all the way down. 3 braided pieces together are braided all the way down and tied together at each end. So like I said, it wasn't much time for me to finish up, but I kind of lost track of time for you there. Wanted to make sure everyone got at least something done. So if you only have one of those pieces done, that's perfectly fine. But I'm going to go ahead and finish up for you. So screen share one more time. Vespers activity. All right. So moving on, just real quick. Don't really have time for those. Where are you taking your dog and cat toys? That is going to be to your humane shelter or animal shelter in your area. Basically one of those places. And once you're done making it, just bring it there and they'll be able to take that donation. So that's the service project here. Tomorrow, Thursday session will be networking with business professionals and trying to get a message. I think we'll actually be receiving a message from donors. So it's really cool to stay tuned for that. More skill sessions. If you were here yesterday, you may have seen some of those skill sessions, but you missed 2 of them. So you can still come back and see the other 2 tomorrow. But yeah. And we'll also be talking about upcoming and new 4-H opportunities. But thank you for joining us again. Tune in to the conference tomorrow. The same link, same time, same place. But yeah, if you would like, just go ahead and visit these 2 links, show your participation, reaction. So yeah, just make sure you guys come back, and that's pretty much time, I think. Yeah, so yeah, it's not the rushed ending, but Thank you guys for joining us. You guys are good to go. And just back out of the entire conference, you're good to go.